The right rifle is Cadet First Sergeant Kendra Todd. The American flag is carried by Cadet Sergeant First Class Jocelyn Crabtree. The Tennessee flag is carried by Cadet Captain Aiden Smith. Rifle is Cadet First Sergeant Sophie Kirby. Ladies and gentlemen, your national anthem. Tonight's game, we are versing Smith County Lady Owls. Looks like the weather is clearing out for a great game tonight. A little muddy, but that just makes the grass that much greener.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got your Lady Jets versus the Smith County Owls here. It's a little bit of a rainy day out here, but girls will persevere through it. Right now, we got the coin toss. Leave out there, we got Cadence, Carly Turner, Keely Brown, and Aaliyah Stover. So we actually have two matchups tonight. First one being this one, Jets versus the Lady Owls, and then later at around 7:30, your Jets will also face the Gordonsville Tigers. And the Gordonsville Tigers have had a very impressive season, that being that they're 4-0 so far in the 25 through 26 season. And the Smith County Owls are still looking for their first win of the season. They actually lost 21-0 in their opener versus Gordonsville. But it looks like your Lady Jets won the toss, and they have elected to receive. So a couple of, if you guys remember, I was the announcer for the basketball games. We got a couple of familiar faces on this Lady Jets roster that have come over from the basketball team. We got Madison Wagner, Cadence, along with Liv Futrell. And a lot of cheerleaders, too. They cheerleaded for my football games. I believe down there we got Kenzie Stevens. Oh, and sorry, Dominica Beal, also from the basketball team. But we got Kenzie Stevens, Leah Stover, Aubrey Vickers. I think I'm forgetting one, sorry. But Lady Jets are starting on defense. Out there on defense is one of our captains who was out there for the toss is Carly Turner at the cornerback position, along with Marley Elliott also at corner. And Jets with a huge sack in the backfield. Looks like the Owls will lose about 10 yards on that play. Oh, Marley Reese on the sack. So we got Aaliyah Stover and Marley Reese playing the inside linebacker positions there. So they produce a great rush on the first play. So, yeah, backed up to about the 8 now. Owls will get ready to snap it here. Looks like maybe calling a substitution, or sorry, an audible here. So they go for the snap. Looks like maybe a little fake QB draw into a quick out route to the outside there, but that doesn't land on the target there. Incomplete pass. Good job, Lady Jets. Madison Wagner now subbing in for Marley Reese. Looks like she's limping a little bit. Hope she's all right. Coaching tonight, got my former coach, Andrew Phipps, along with Radhika Dishman, the assistant coach. Owls looking for the pass. They hit it on a quick slant route, but looks like tried to lateral it around the 20-yard line there, but gets tackled before that. Would have been bad for the Owls there. So I was looking to get turned over, but Jets get the tackle here around the 20-yard line. No fumbles? All right. Sorry, still learning the rules here. So it's just dead ball on the ground? Owls lined up in a pretty tight formation here. Looks like their guard jumped off sides, though. So that one's going to be coming back.
Penalty on the play, illegal procedure, brings up 4th down, Smith County.
Be about a 5-yard penalty there. Owls looking to pass. Try to hit it in the flat there, but Cadence there to break that one up.
Pass incomplete, and that's a Crossville metal fabricator.
And
Turnover on down. First down.
that was 4th down, so we have a turnover here. Jets setting up in great field position. They're looking at it from about the Owls 17 there. So at center, we have Aubrey Connor, along with Liv Futrell, familiar face from the basketball team, playing quarterback. They do a quick pitch. Looks like Emma Bell. She gets forced out of bounds at about the 3-yard line, but that's a great gain there of about 10 yards. Sorry, that was a scout of England. Snap here to Liv. Liv looks to run it. Dodges inside and looks like she got in the end zone before they get the flag. Yep, that'll be a touchdown for your Lady Jets. So great inside run play there with Aubrey Connor blocking up front there to create an opening for Liv. And it looks like they'll go for the, I believe there's a 1-point and a 2-point conversion, so they're looking to go for the 1 point here. So I believe that's about a 2-yard gain that they need. Liv with the ball now, pitches it out to Scout. Scout running inside. Dives for it, but she doesn't get it. Very close there. All right, we got Mr. Bowen here, my former Comp 1 teacher, helping me out with the commentary until Brendan Coer comes in here to sub in.
Well, welcome, guys. Here we got 1 line to gain here. First down, Smith County. About 5 yards to go, and it looks like we have an official stoppage.
Yeah, it looks like maybe a delay of game. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it looks like it. That's tough right after a score to be hit with immediate penalty. That first line to gain is really an advantage, and they just threw that away right there.
Now they'll back them up to about the 10.
They've got, looks like all their players on one side of the field. That's interesting formation.
Really stacked up formation on that left side. Maybe they're looking to run it over there. Yeah, they do. Looking to go to the outside, but Carly Turner gets a huge TFL.
Yeah, she's a tackling machine, man. She's so good. I think she had like 12 tackles last week.
Wow. Yeah, that's what they called me the week after that Bledsoe game my junior year. I got about 15 that game.
Plus or minus a couple?
What do you mean?
Really? You had 15 in a game? That's crazy for D-line. Nope, they flipped it the other way, it looks like. It's a lot of blocking. It looks like,
Yeah, we got a
players
jet rolling on the ground. I believe that's Scout.
Yeah, good flag pull there. Looks like, hey, guess who?
Carly Turner.
Man, if she's not up for Defensive Player of the Year, I don't know who should be, because she's
already her second within the last 2 plays. So.
Yeah, looks like they've got a lot of bodies out there, which you got to be careful about that with flag. The blockers have to be still.
It's almost like you'd get like a moving screen penalty in basketball.
It's called a screening penalty. It's the same concept.
Okay. I'm glad we got somewhat of a rules analysis with me now. I'm a little foggy on them. Pitch it back in the shotgun formation. They look For the drag route, looks like a drop, though.
Yeah, incomplete.
Yeah.
Another fourth down here. If they gave up, they went for it last time and didn't get it and set up a short field for the Lady Jets, who punched it in almost immediately. So
yeah, they made it look too easy out there.
looks like they're going to punt it this time. They're not going to gamble. And we've had some returns for scores. Looks like we've got Scout on one side and can't see maybe.
Yeah, I can't see the number.
Maybe 19.
19 would be Kira Pauly.
Pauly, yeah, she's had a couple long scores this year. She's got some wheels too, so that's a really athletic group.
All right, they punt it from about the 15. Pretty decent-sized punt there. Makes it up to the 40 before rolling out to...
Oh, they missed the pull. She's got an angle.
Yeah.
She's got an angle.
She cuts it up, but they finally stop her at the 40 there, about a 10-yard return.
Yeah, that's great, though, because, flag football, it's no 10 yards. It's just the next line to gain. So we've got 4 downs to get 3-4 yards here. So that's a huge advantage to us.
Yeah, that was a great return there for the Lady Jets. Was that Liv?
I think that was Pauly.
Pauly?
Yeah, I think that was Pauly there.
Scooped it up from the other side there.
Yeah, that's hard to do today. If fans at home that are watching this, it has been raining on and off all day today, and so that's a really nice job there.
Yeah, some of those jump cuts that you could do when it's dry are going to be a little tough to do.
A double lateral.
Wow.
Well, for the first down, it looks like.
Yeah, and about maybe 5 more right there, too.
Yeah, it's a great gain. Another great first down. I'm blind as a bat. I cannot read the yellow numbers on the blue jersey from here, but that was a great run.
I think that looks like 24, so that should be Kamara Cruz, but
I don't think that's Kamara. I have her in class.
no.
I had her.
She's got her arms around her. What am I supposed to do?
Oh, no. We need some binoculars. Anybody at home wants to sponsor a set of binoculars for the broadcast team would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Ooh,
Live
a little
the inside
tunnel.
handoff, yeah.
Oh, great move.
Oh.
She
She might go all
Pauly's
the
got an
way
angle.
here. All right,
Oh.
she gets forced out there. They get the tackle, though.
Great pull by number 7 there,
Wow,
because
that'll be another first down, too.
that'll be another first down. And if she didn't pull that flag,
She might have been gone, yeah.
that was touchdown city.
It's hard to tell. It was definitely a tightrope walk to the end zone there.
Yeah, that's a great tackle. Let's win or lose.
Maybe even Carly Turner-esque there.
She's got somebody good to watch for sure. So it looks like Lady Jets are moving the ball really effectively. I've
Yeah.
not seen that the double lateral is something we looks like have added a little bit of wrinkle this week.
Looks like they're sticking to this really spread formation, kind of polar opposite of this Owls team.
Yeah, the Owls are just either packing it in or overloading, and they're very balanced right now. They're doing a good job holding on to the ball.
Liv here doesn't look for the pass, runs it, gets
Looks like
to the
she's got a
outside,
shot.
and that'll be a Jets touchdown right there.
Good Lord, how many touchdowns has she scored this year?
I couldn't tell you. Yeah, great touchdown there, just showing off those wheels.
That's not bad for a freshman. This is only her 4th flag football game, and with the success our girls basketball team has had, they don't get to start very early. They just roll right into this. I think her first game, she had 2 days of practice.
Yeah, when I used to play football and soccer, I'd always get begged to go do wrestling, and I was just like, whew, that would be rough going season to season like that. I could never, especially with football going into the summer too.
This is a young team Coach Phipps has with a lot of young freshmen and some seniors. So,
yeah, similar to the basketball team, but they convert on that 1-point conversion there. I believe that's an inside run. Looks like Kenzie Stevens.
Yeah, I missed it. I can't see with this little window here. I feel like Harry Potter. I'm stuck in a broom
Yeah, I
closet
could
corner
scoot a
over here.
little bit.
I take up some space.
Yeah, so it's one.
Yeah, so
One from that first line
it's
and then
1,
2 for the
2,
second.
and then I think you can get 3 if you go all the way back. But it's been a long time since I played flag football. Ooh, big rush there by Pauly. Oh wow, good completion.
Oh, they missed the tackle though.
2,
She's
3,
got room,
4
but
flag pulls. Oof. Yeah, that could have been an interception, but ends up being about a 15-yard gain.
yeah, it looks like Chloe finally brings her down, maybe 7 yards before the 40-yard line there.
That's the first time they've kind of gone in the middle, though. They've been really going on the edges for everything, and now they've got the same formation we pretty much have, that 2-by-2 split there.
They're taking some notes from Coach Phipps. QB in trouble now. Tries to lateral it, but that one hits the ground. Dead ball.
Yeah, ball's on the ground, flag football. Once it hits, it's dead other than a punt. So a little different, much safer. We don't want anybody diving on the field, but
especially with no pads, yeah.
The rain is really starting to come down out there again, so it's going to be a little bit harder to throw the ball. So I think we'll see a lot of short throws tonight rather than part of the deeper stuff down the field.
Looks like they're doing that overload again, maybe.
Yeah, it looks
a
like
little T formation with they got
four receivers right, and then a running back
going single back.
Yeah,
just loading that right side.
Looks
trying
like,
to run it to the right side now too.
Looks like Cadence Wilson with a good flag pull there.
Yeah, and I've talked about her on the basketball team a ton. She's a really gritty player, is not afraid to play defense.
No, she's a special athlete, and so that was a great job there. Looks like they had some blockers that were not very still there. It looks like part of those NBA screens going on.
Yeah, LeBron would not like those.
Do they call illegal screen in the NBA anymore, or is that like not a thing?
I haven't heard it be called in a while.
Ooh, good rush.
Oh, Scout almost picking that one off.
Oh, that pass was way behind. I think it surprised her there. She's getting ready to play the receiver, and the ball just showed up right in the wrong spot. But I think that's going to be the problem tonight. It's going to be so wet.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to throw the ball.
It's going to be, big opportunity here for the Lady Jets, though, to get it on our side of the field again. Looks like they're going to go for it again, though, because, 2 quick scores.
Yeah, and they do only need about 2 yards here for the first. They're loading up the pass, and
I'm not sure if they're going to say
there?
No, they say incomplete.
Incomplete.
A lot of contact. Now the officials. Okay, stop the clock, boys. They're going to meet on this. I'm not sure if that's going to stay an incompletion or not, though. The white hat, no, he confirms incomplete. It'll be first down, Lady Jets. Ball on the Smith County 37. So huge turnover. That could have gone either way. Sometimes it's good to be lucky.
Yeah, and that's the whole NFL thing where you got to take 3 steps and do a skill move and then jump.
Yeah. I mean, it hit her in the hands. She never really turned, and then there was some contact, and the ball came out. So
yeah, I believe maybe she has to pull it into her body first.
Yeah, maybe needs to finish the completion or something. But that was
it was still kind of up in the air there.
But hey, Lady Jet football looks like
always a good thing. Liv on the run now, cutting it to the outside.
Dancing down the sidelines, spinning, gets the flag pulled, but another great run.
Yeah, that sets them up great for second down here. Only about a 5-yard gain to go.
And there's, about 30 seconds left in this quarter, so we should get one more play, but it's a great position to be in. If we get, a decent gain here, we'll have third, and we'll have 2 downs to get a short line, and that's in flag football, that's what you want, because then you can take a risk.
Yeah, take a shot.
Maybe not tonight.
It'll be tough in this rain.
20-mile-per-hour winds in the rain.
Yeah, I did try to play some pickleball today, and those winds were tough.
I've not jumped on the trend yet.
No, it is pretty fun.
And that looks like the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, just running that one out there.
Looks like Lady Jets 13, Smith County Owls 0. And look at these guys. We got some young cats here on the scoreboard. Knows what they're doing. This is impressive. So how's your pickleball game, Ben? Are you guys playing in the kitchen, or what's your style?
More of like a spike guy.
Okay.
I try and force them high so I can hit them out of the air and come down on it.
Who's your partner, or do you just play randoms?
We got a big group. Just my group kind of with Ethan and Tyler and Reese and all of them, Isaiah. But they're awesome to play with. Isaiah's really good. Sometimes he kind of turns on the Jets, and then it's not very fun for me because I'm not that good.
Well, you're not old yet, so you're not supposed to be good at pickleball.
Hey, he's younger than me, though.
I did see this pickleball game on TV, this reel or something, and it was Tim Tebow and Cam Newton were playing some random people at a country club, and I cannot imagine the fear in their opponent's eyes when they saw those two creations.
Yeah, Cam Newton. Man, he was a great player. It's unfortunate he didn't pick his fumble up in that Super Bowl.
That was a business decision, and he chose no. Looks like the field marker says first down, but this should be a second down here. So.
Oh, yeah, I think they just flip it.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Second down, a little motion here. Looks like Swafford takes a direct snap. Is she going to pitch it? Oh, no, they missed the pull.
She dodges a tackle.
In.
Tightrope walk off the sideline. That's a touchdown for the Lady Jets. Great running by Swafford there.
Another freshman scoring touchdowns. That's seems like theme of the day.
Yeah, basketball player as well, right?
Something about it. Looks like those kids got some skills. So 19-0 with the clock stopped in the first half.
Good call there.
Looks like we're going for the 1-point try, and there is no kicking in flag football, only punting. And that's a new rule this year, man. They didn't do any kicking last year.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I think. I could have just made that up, but kind of like your Comp 1 grade.
Okay.
Oh, past the scouts. They're going to.
Looks like they got the flag there.
Yeah, I got her pulled just short. That play seems to be really tight at the goal line. He's ran that a couple times. They're 1 for 3 on that setup. So.
See, I personally, this rain is tough today, but I'd be shooting for the outside there.
Yeah, it's tough. Hey, looks like we got 11 back in the game. Marley Reese, she went down earlier with a little bit of a
I saw that right after
leg.
her sack too.
Yeah. But it's just slippery field today, and you never know what's going to happen. But 19-0, 11:32 to go in the first half. Reminder for watchers at home: the clock does not stop in girls high school flag football until the 2-minute warning, and then it'll stop regularly. But it's a running clock other than like penalties and timeouts and administrative stuff. But there they go, that same formation, bunch forward.
Oh, Scout just barely missing that flag there. Oh, she's cutting back in, though. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
looks like Aaliyah Stover finally got that one.
It's I think these flags are wet, and it's kind of like trying to grab a wet.
Yeah.
I mean, the girls are coming to the sideline with the going for the towel. So
it's windy too, so they're blowing everywhere as well. It's definitely tough.
Yeah, and their flags are white, so it's not the easiest thing to see, against the uniforms because there's a lot of I guess they're black and gold, but the gold and the white kind of looks the same. So a lot of movement pre-snap for them. They've had a couple delays here. Makes you curious to see if that happens.
Looks like now they're loading up the other side.
Yeah, loading up on their left, our right. Looks like we're shifting coverage a little bit. Oh,
Carly Turner.
Guess
who else?
Turner the Terminator, the tackling machine.
Looks like about a 1-yard loss just before the line of scrimmage there.
That's a huge tackle right there. That's going to get second and 18 is not good. They're just going to try to survive this series, and if they don't get a first down soon, they're going to be in trouble. They've gotten a couple of first downs early and just not been able to string the second one along.
Yeah, and even after that first down, they got a long way to go, and they definitely don't have as many girls on that sideline, so that could be tiring.
Yeah, another 1-yard tackle there by Turner, so it's going to bring up third and like 17 here. So,
what'd you say, the Turner tackling machine?
The Terminator.
The Terminator. I like that.
I wouldn't throw it to the side she's on in the flats because.
No, definitely not. But the other side's dangerous, too. I mean, you got two speedsters, Scout and Cadence.
There's not a lot of flag football teams that are going to be much faster than the Jets. We
fly.
We have the Jets. Lady Jets, I should say, formerly known as the Jetettes. Ooh, short pass into the flat. Oh, good spin there that time. Flag pull by, is that Marley? Nope, not Marley.
Aaliyah Stover.
The Stover tonight looking Good to see her out there.
I think she's got 2 tackles on the night.
She looks like a little brace on her thumb. She's had some issues with that, but she was one of the better players last year, and it's good to see her back out there. She's a super kid. Another senior on this team, second-year player, and looks like they're set up to punt. Yep, they're going to punt. Short punt this time. Good bounce.
Yep. Cutting to the outside. Looks like she steps out.
Yep, it's 29 maybe, or 20 or 29.
Brooklyn Wylands.
Yeah. Good return, though. We're near midfield again. And, hey, guys, stop the clock.
Hey, if you want to mute, it's right here.
I should learn that at some point. But, hey, I'm a rookie, so, I'm just a guest on the mic tonight with my guy, Buffalo. So, appreciate the invite.
Yeah. Well, I am no stranger to commentating, but flag football, that's a whole different story. Liv coming up the middle, tries a little spin move, but gets her flag pulled. Looks like about a little bit before the 30 right there.
I'm not sure about that spot. That looked pretty terrible, but, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. We kind of got away with
it. It looked like more like the closer to the 30, but they pulled it back a little bit.
Yeah, the girls stood back and held it backwards, and they just marked it there, but
that does seem like a good strategy, though.
Yeah. When I used to officiate and train people in flag football, that was always something we taught people to do. Was when you throw the flag, when you hold the flag up, you want to hold it where you want them to be tackled, because you can steal a yard here or there, but short run there again by
I think that was Brooklyn Wylands again. Yeah.
So this third and long, this will be the first third and long that the Lady Jets have had today.
Yeah, still a long way to go for that line to gain. I don't think they could stick to the run here.
Coach Phipps is playing the percentages, though. You're up 19. He's got another game to go tonight. This is the first of 2 for our Lady Jets. And, if part of winning is not losing, not putting your team in a bad position, and Smith County has been the example of that. It looks like we've called a timeout here to look into this. But, Coach Phipps has it's in a situation, if we punt it, we can pin them deep and, play a little bit of field position game here. So,
yeah.
6:50 to go, timeout. We'll see kind of what Coach Phipps has cooked up. Maybe a double lateral again. That was really sweet the first time, or that little tunnel was nice. Yeah. This kind of looks like the 1930s old school football where they're just pitching it around everywhere. It's fun to see.
Yeah, I saw the Packers' first trick play on TikTok the other day. It was like 1939 or something like that, where they do a direct snap all the way out to the slot, and then it was the first ever hook and ladder play where while he's getting tackled, they'll toss it back to the guy.
Man, what an iconic play! I mean, and that play still works today. You've seen it.
My Buffalo Bills use it all the time on third and long.
Yeah, you know about it. That Kelsey loves his impromptu hook and ladders, and Boise. That was a dangerous pitch.
Cadence looking for the juke inside. Looks like she gets caught up near the line of scrimmage.
That was a great flag pull. So 6:40 to go. Looks like Kobe's going back to punt. So with about 6 minutes, it looks like Smith County should get the ball. But I watched her in warm-ups, man. She can punt the ball. I probably jinxed her, but.
Yeah, me and Avery did that all the time. Oh, wow.
Oh, stop the clock
Deep
for a penalty.
punt.
Oh, man. Looks like
was it here like a false start?
Yeah. And the runner has to, or you can't cross the line till the ball's been kicked, and I think we may have left just a hair too early.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, you got to wait till the ball's kicked. So 5 back, not devastating, but still, I think that ball even spiraled. I mean, that was
a great kick.
She should have
Good job, Maddie. Yeah, that was what, from almost our 20 to their 20. So
it
Great kick again. It's muffed, though, so that'll be a dead ball.
Yeah, that was fortunate for them, I think, that it was a muffed kick, because if she hadn't touched that thing and this wet, Lord knows when it would have stopped.
Yeah, and which way is looks like the wind's not blowing too
The wind
bad.
is dead. I think we may be in the eye of the storm, right? That's what I saw on TV once. If the wind stops, you got to be careful.
I'm not very intelligent on that subject, so.
But Myrtle, it's not rainy looking down Myrtle. It's actually gorgeous right now. It's sunny and we've mostly stopped raining, so.
Yeah, definitely still hot, though. They got to make sure to hydrate.
They
look for the shotgun pass, and
incomplete, just kind of off target.
Like someone fell off of Cadence's shoes there. Just got tripped up right before the ball got there.
Yeah, and it looks like they're trying to spread it out a little more. They may have to, because them just running the ball and just throwing it flat is generated no points.
Yeah, they haven't really connected on any of these big passes tonight, though, either.
No, it's tough, and Coach Phipps is the way he's got them lined up is, he's not going to give up a cheap score. Bad snap.
We had a rusher come in. She gets out just in time, but Scout England getting the tackle around the line of scrimmage there. Yeah. So they'll have a long way. Is it third down?
Yeah, third and about 15 here. And if the Lady Jets here can get a stop, another chance for great field position. Should get the ball middle of the field.
Still 5 minutes to go, and then you said there'd be regular stoppages, too, during that 2-minute warning.
Yeah, after the 2 minutes, they stop, and it just operates kind of like it does, I don't know, NCAA or NFL rules. But I can't keep up with the rule changes. It's
a lot. The kickoff rule in the NFL is still confusing to me.
Throwing it right over the middle deep.
It's blocked, though, by Carly Turner.
Yeah, that was
great deflection.
That's a dangerous pass. There were 5 Lady Jets around that ball, and it's a great throw. She kind of split them all, but
maybe just hanging in the air a little too long.
And looks like another punt forced here. Yeah, they're so deep in their own territory. They can't risk it. And our returners are set pretty deep. This girl does have a little bit shorter punt this time.
More of a sky ball. Scout looking to pick it up.
Oh, wow. That was.
Gets muffed up, though.
Yeah, but that was, man. They're going to put it on the line to gain on the 20. That's unfortunate.
So this would be the longest first down that they would have to get here.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, and there's a lot of contact there. They're not supposed to interfere with the returner, so I'm not sure why that wasn't flagged, but that was definitely something that was not the way it should have been.
Looks like they'd stick to the spread here, stacking up their slot receivers.
Is this Andrew Phipps or Josh Heupel at calling plays?
But they do the QB draw right at the middle, Liv with a huge cut in.
She's around the corner. There's nobody around.
She's gone.
Everybody get your favorite touchdown dance. It's time to party.
Great touchdown by Liv Futrell there.
Yeah, it's a new formation again. He's spread them out, created a lane, and Futrell just has that ability to not get her flag pulled.
Yeah, that was a great in cut there about the 40-yard line to just take it all the way.
And our Lady Jets are such smart players. You can see downfield, there's a chance to, maybe do something, get a penalty, and they're just they recognize the situation. Scout had a chance to try to block somebody and just got out of the way because she knew it was over. So good job being aware there. And looks like in a trips wide formation, a little different than we have been running on 2 points here.
Yeah, quads even.
Yeah, we got to get Stevens the ball. She does a great job snapping, and she's one of my favorite kids in class too. So get her the ball. Oh, chuck it up.
Liv
chuck it.
Cutting it to the outside. She tiptoeing.
No. They pulled. Great flag pull there. I mean, last second. You'd like to eventually see her maybe just flip that out because she's known to be dangerous. Everybody knows about her at this point. She's no secret.
What's the rule? How much time do they have in the pocket? Just unlimited?
I believe. Well, TSSAA rules, I'm not sure. USA flag rules are a little different. But I think it's unlimited because the quarterback can rush in this league. Some leagues it's 4 seconds to throw it or it's a sack, and the quarterback can't run. In this one, it's pretty open.
Okay, that's awesome.
We need another stop here. 3:01 if they're in quads again, and you got to think they almost completed some passes, so they're probably going to be chucking it. Motion into
Looks
the
like
quads.
a jet pass here.
And, looks like
Breaks
Turner
into the
slipped.
outside. They get the first down.
Oh, just keep.
She's still going. They finally get her.
I think it's their first time across midfield, but that was a great run. She looked like she was going to get tackled about 10 different times.
Yeah, again, those slippery flags are tough.
Yeah, and it looked like maybe Stover came across and made that play, or Stover, or maybe Marley. I can't tell. If that was Stover, she came from the opposite side, pretty much the middle of the field. Looks like she's kind of being the primary rusher today.
Yeah.
Do they even have a quarterback? What the heck are they doing?
Looks like they're setting up in the same formation, just
Oh.
going to the other side here.
Yep.
Looks like the Jets are ready for it, though. Scout gets in there. Huge TFL, about a 2-yard loss there.
Yeah, she last week I think had 12 tackles and multiple TFLs too. And hey, we look like we got some new guests in the booth.
What's
It's
up, Ethan?
The king of the assassins and is in the house today.
You guys want to say go Jets?
Go Jets.
Don't be lame.
What a loser. This guy doesn't like the
Go Jets.
Oh, you didn't have to yell into the mic, man. Goodness gracious.
really good up here.
Dude, yeah, I got a better view than the basketball games.
All right, well, I'm going to step away and show these guys what the heck to do with the scoreboard. But, Ben, it has been a fun first half. Thanks for letting me join the club.
Yeah,
And,
no problem. Thank you. I learned a lot.
as they said in the 90s, party on, Garth.
I don't get that one.
Okay.
07.
Watch Wayne's World. 07, that's when I graduated. Oh, no. Oh, that was
Almost
almost
intercepted
that was
there.
almost a house call the other way. All right.
You guys want to hop on?
I don't know what I will say. I'll get nervous.
No, you're good, dude. Everybody loves you.
Do you have a soundboard?
Yeah, dude.
This is mute and hear each other. What's
Am I
up,
on?
Ethan?
Am I on?
Yes, you're on.
Oh, nice, dude.
Carly Turner, you know, Mr. Bone called her the Terminator earlier.
Oh, that's
She gets
nice.
so many tackles.
Yeah.
I think she's got like 6 or 7 on tonight.
All right, go home, Ben.
But I believe that's 4th down with still a far way to the line of gain. About 10 yards here. They call a timeout, though. But, yeah, the Jets have been pretty electric tonight.
Wow, I don't know how you're seeing everybody. I'm looking in and I can't see. I can't tell who.
You might need a new
who.
prescription.
Dude, this is hard, but man,
No, it's definitely difficult.
you make it look easy, Ben. Just not as professional as you.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Maybe one day I will.
How are the soccer guys doing?
I just checked and there was 8 minutes left and both teams have not scored, but I think the Jets will take it in
Are they
Take the
doing JV before?
after.
After?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's raining pretty hard, and that field is going to be real nasty, but we'll see how it goes. Thought that was TP's dad. Just another bald guy.
Might be Coach Phipps.
No, the guy in blue right there. Just another
But
bald
yeah,
guy.
they're doing awesome tonight.
Yeah.
Some great defense. This is the farthest that the Owls have made it thus far. They just had a huge run play there. They were doing kind of a jet touch pass where they don't have a quarterback in the backfield, so somebody will motion across and catch the snap.
Oh.
It's a really good play, and then they tried it the other way, but Scout England just has a great mind. She has the football IQ and saw the formation and got there before they could even make it back to the line of scrimmage, but almost intercepted by Carly
almost.
Turner. So that'll be a turnover on downs. Jets starting a little farther back. Last time they had to gain 20 yards for the first down. So how it works is each line. So they'll start when it's just like a normal, like kickoff. They don't do an actual kickoff, but at the halves they'll go to the X or after a touchdown. So it's 5 yards to that first line, and then after that, it's each line after that for the first down. So it's like football, tackle football, where they have 4 downs to do it,
Okay.
but much further. Their motion, and Kobe A direct snap to Kobe on the jet pass. She gets to the outside. They throw a flag there.
What's it for?
I don't know.
Can't see nothing.
Maybe a screening.
Screening. I don't know.
Flag guard.
What is a flag guard?
Flag guard is where you smack the runner's hands away. You can't do that.
Okay. So that'll be good for us.
Nice.
No, it's bad for us.
Okay.
Bad for us. Oh.
Nice.
Oh, they smacked the deep like a ward.
Yeah, you can't like stiff arm or smack.
Okay. I thought you meant they were smacking her hands.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like,
Okay.
how's that not good for us?
The runner was smacking them.
Oh.
Kobe's getting a little aggressive out there.
Probably like Draymond Green. So how many yards did we lose right there? 5? 10? 5, right?
Looks like closer to 10. I'm not sure.
Crud. It's okay.
But I believe there'll be a replay on downs. Dead ball there. So there is no fumbles in flag football. As soon as that ball touches the ground, it's over, yeah. So it looks like maybe dead ball at the line of scrimmage there. So that'll be, I think, second because we replayed the first down. So second and long here. Got about 17-ish yards to go to that line of gain.
Yeah. Wow, man. Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for letting me come on.
No problem,
We're gonna
dude.
let
Anytime.
Aussie Snack, come on now.
Let's go, Aussie. They get that outside handoff to Kobe, but she gets tackled in the backfield there, about a 2-yard loss. So it'll be third and long, about 19 yards to go. So, Aussie, how you doing today? I know you got smacked in pickleball by me earlier, but
That did not happen.
by me in the TP. But I'll give you. It was a windy day.
What about those first 2 games?
That was a fluke. First 2, first 1. Okay. That was a crazy comeback. You were down 8-2. But be a timeout here. They got third and very long with only 12 and a half seconds to go here. What do you think they're going to set up here? Like a big pass play?
Personally, I would go for a flea flicker.
No, I could see it. Coach Phipps, he's been doing that old school football. They actually did a double lateral play earlier. That was pretty sweet.
You know, these Jets do love the run play.
Might want to move the mic up a little bit. No, I can hear you breathing. But yeah, knowing Coach Phipps, I think he sticks to the run here. Doesn't want to risk anything before the half. But maybe trying to set something up big. It's only 12 seconds before the half here. Smith County not very prominent on offense tonight.
Now, is this half?
This is the second quarter, so yes, this will be half shortly after. So they run it with Liv cutting up the middle, trying to get to the outside, and just about a 5-yard gain there, gets tackled. So it'll be 4th down now. I believe they'll just let that run out to half. And your Jets up 25-0 against the Owls.
We love to see it.
Yeah, but don't tune out yet, because after this next half, we got a big matchup against the Gordonsville Tigers.
Oh.
And they beat this team out here 21-0.
They don't know what they're coming into, though, with the Jets.
Yeah, Jets fly. But thank you guys for tuning in. Catch you guys after half. All right, partnerless for the second half, but your Jets in the lead by a lot. Oh, good. Okay. Start this second half. Your Lady Jets in the lead, 25-0 versus the Smith County Owls here. They put a lady in motion. Liv faking the handoff, pitches it out to Cadence. Cadence getting tackled right near the sideline there after about a 3-yard gain. They're lucky to pick up that tackle. There was nothing but green grass between the end zone for Cadence there after that defender. But the Lady Jets did a great job in the first half, utilizing, as Coach Bowen said, a Josh Heupel offense. You know, just using lots of tricky plays. It did look like an older style of football there with all those laterals, motions, and trying to force it to the outside. Liv getting about 2 yards there before it's a dead ball just before the line to gain. So that one will be maybe about a yard to their 20. But yes, they were forcing outside a lot with a lot of laterals. A double lateral actually was included in the plays in the first half. That was cool to see. But then they're also going into an empty and stacking up and then doing a QB draw with Liv. That was very impressive. Scout running up the middle now. Gets tackled right at the line to gain. I believe that will be a Lady Jets first down. But just lots of good to see here against Smith County. Great game to prepare for these Tigers as they seem prominent coming into this game, the 4-0 record. First down and long here for the Lady Jets in their own territory. About the 21, they get a quick pitch out to Scout. Scout still going. They finally get the tackle about halfway to the line of gain there at the 30-yard line. Great play call there after they were hitting it a lot to the outside. Subbing Scout, who is one of our speedier players there, and having her do the QB draw up the middle. Great play by Coach Phipps. Looking again from that somewhat empty formation here. Looks like Liv taking up the middle now. About a 2-yard gain for her there. And Liv, it seemed like every single time she touched the ball in the first half, it was a touchdown. But these Owls locking it back in now. Maybe it's gotten dry out there, easier to grab the flags, but third and about 10 yards here. Scout motioning out the back. They get the toss out to her. She outruns about 3 or 4 Owls there. Finally gets tackled just short of the line to gain. It would not be crazy to go for it here, but with the Lady Jets in such a big lead, they might just punt it and pin them back there. Doesn't look like it, though. Their punter, Madison Wagner, lined up in the slot still, not coming back to punt. So they will go for it here. Coach Phipps calling up a play here. Looks like they got somewhat of a T formation in the backfield there with 2 backs, along with 3 wideouts. Scout takes it to the outside, and then they hit it. I believe that's Kira Pauley. Hard to see the number there, but a great play by Coach Phipps. He fakes that toss to Scout, and then it was just wide open up the middle for them. Excellent play calling there. Great speed there from Kira as well, if that is Kira, sorry. Hard to see the numbers here. looks like maybe a penalty flag was on the field that I missed. So, depending on what it was, they'll get backed up about 5 or 10 yards from that line of gain. And still opting to go for it on this 4th down. That was an excellent play there for Coach Phipps. It'll be tough for him to top it on this replay here, especially they'll be having to go for even more yards here. But looks like they do the same sort of play. Kira again. And did they get the flag? No, it's still 2 flags on her hips. Great play. Looks like they just reversed it back. And how could you not after Kira just putting the wheels on there on the first play? So that'll be another Jets touchdown, 31-0 before this 1-point conversion here. But Coach Phipps may be taking a play out of the Owls playbook. We saw that earlier where they had great success on the direct snap to the motioned running back to that stack side. And then when they did it to the other side, Scout was there for the tackle. But when the Jets did it there, the Owls were still tricked up, and that was just a huge gain, about a 50-yard run there. So snap to Liv in the background. She looks for a deep pass to Maddie, and Maddie makes the catch. Great 1-point conversion there for the Jets. So the Owls get back now. We'll see if they can get something started. Still scoreless 5 minutes into this 3rd quarter. So they're going to have to pick it up here if they want to even make the Jets break a sweat here. So Carly Turner returning to the field now. In that outside linebacker position, she had a great amount of tackles, some huge TFLs as well in that first half. So we'll see what she can do here. The Jets do have a great chemistry down there. I can hear their sideline all the way up here shouting out for Kira there after that big run play. But the Owls, the trips formation, motioning the running back across, but looks like Aaliyah Stover jumping off sides there, so that'll be a 5-yard gain for the Owls there. I believe that'll move them up to the next line to gain, so maybe not quite. Looks like they still got about a yard to go. So they look for a quick screen to the outside. And still going, but Cadence finally gets the tackle. That was a huge play there. About almost a 30-yard gain for the Owls, their biggest gain of the night. And they'll be in great field possession now in Jets territory with a little over 10 yards to the line of gain. So we'll see if they could put a score in here against this Jets defense. Oh, maybe the spot being a bit farther back, about 15 yards to the line of gain. In shotgun now, in a similar formation to the previous play, similar motion as well. See if they try and hit that screen again. They do, but Scout ready for it again. Seems like they're not going to be able to flip a play on these Jets, just too smart on defense. Great play recognition there. So it'll be 2nd down, and after that TFL, it's looking more like 18 yards to the line of gain. And just a huge stop there. So they switch the formation now. Looking like a single back set with a running back lined up behind the quarterback. They try like a tomahawk pass there, but they don't get the tackle until they reach the next line to gain. A huge play there. That looked like almost the Tim Tebow jump shot pass there. Impressive work by the Owls. So now no more lines to gain here. Just
That's another first down.
4 downs in the end zone here for them. So the Owls now with about 17 yards to go. See what they do here. Similar formation to the last play. The first 2 plays. So they do that motion again. We'll see if they look for the screen. They don't. They fake it to the other side. But Carly Turner there to make the tackle. And that is huge. If she got past Carly, she could have been gone there. Carly Turner, a senior on this team. Somewhat of a glue for this defense, making a clutch play there. So that backs them up almost to the previous line to gain. So they'll have about 2nd and 20 to go. They line up in that empty, trying that pass again, but Scout England with a huge pick. And that'll go back the way of the Jets. Huge pick there from Scout.
And that's a Gordonsville Metal Fabricators interception.
And it seems like these Owls don't have a very vast playbook here. They sort of repeat what works, sort of that if it ain't broke, don't fix it motto, but Scout has had some huge awareness tonight to see those, and where the tomahawk pass went last time went to the same place this time, and Scout was ready for that one there to pick it off. So now Owls still scoreless with about 2:48 left, and your Jets will be on offense here. They motion. It's like cadence across. Get over to Kira. Or sorry. That's Brooklyn Wylands. And looks like she may have made it to the line to gain here. Will depend on the spot.
First down for Lady Jets.
And I think that confirmed it if you could hear it. But lined up in a similar formation here. Liv takes the snap, gets it over to Kira, and that one's just a little too low. So they got a 2nd and long now. Almost 20 yards to go. Liv takes the snap. Just looking to run it. Gets to the outside. And finally caught up there. Huge run play from Liv. Looks like she picked up almost 15 yards on that play. So now that sets them up for a more manageable 3rd and 10 rather than a 2nd and 20. So flipping the formation now. Cadence to the right of Liv. They try to get that deep pass out just off the fingertips of Swafford. That would have been a huge hit for the Jets. Would have brought them deep into Owls territory. Now it'll be 4th down. I bet Coach Phipps will be looking to maybe opt for the punt here. but might not matter. This big of a deficit. Looks like they could be opting to run the clock out as well, and I think they will as some Lady Jets start jogging towards the sideline. So a huge third quarter there for the Lady Jets, keeping these Owls scoreless. That last drive for the Owls was looking a little dominant there. Just switching between these two plays and flipping around with that jump shot pass, as well as that slip screen to the almost like a toss. But Jets defense was showing their dominance there and their ability to read the plays. So they picked that one off. And now, coming in this fourth quarter, they'll have a 4th and long. We'll see what they do here. I would punt it. But they might want to, I don't know, maybe get some practice plays in here for these Tigers. So, flipping the field of play now. The Owls backed up deep, so it looks like they will punt it. Kobe didn't know she had a leg. So we'll see how deep she can get this one. This one from a little past our 20. She gets over to their 20, but they do pick this one up instead of muffing it. But Marley Reese with a huge tackle there. She would have cut that back outside. If the Owls would have been bad there, but Marley Reese able to make that stop. So think it'll get spotted maybe a little past the line to gain here, so it'll be a long first down for these Owls. So we'll see if they switch up the game plan here. Looks like they're going for that direct snap again. They will out of that quads formation, trying to get the jet screen. But Marley Reese again on the tackle. Wow, just a great play there. Maybe even a TFL, but if not, right at the line of scrimmage. So little to no gain there. Great play by the Jets. And I think they somewhat got these Owls figured out now. They really rotate through the same sort of 5 or 6 plays here. Now, if I were to guess, maybe not. A really stacked formation here. If I were to guess, they're running up the middle. But they do have one motioning to the outside. They try to throw it up the middle and get stopped after about a 2-yard gain there. So different style of play there. And looks like Marley Reese is down. She did get hurt earlier in the first quarter, but toughed it out and came back in. Looks like maybe she's holding her knee. So hopefully she's all right. So after the trainer coming out and taking a look at it, looks like Marley was able to walk it off, so that's a good sign. So it looks like they make the sub here. From maybe Marley to Marley there, and they move Kobe down to the inside linebacker position. But 3rd and long here for the Owls. They're in a more spread formation, trying to make a deep throw, but Cadence is right there to make the pick, and she's still going. That'll be a pick 6, nothing but grass between the end zone. Huge pick by Cadence. And that was just a great job, you know. This Owls quarterback started going for these more pop-up passes. So lots of time in the air to react to that one. Cadence takes advantage of that as she hauls that in and makes about a 30 to 25-yard return there. That was huge. So now the score being 38-0 before the 1-point conversion here. The Jets sort of stacking up that left side. See what they're planning on here. Liv rolling out to the right. Looks like they stacked it up on the left so that Liv could just use her wheels to make a huge run to the right. Getting to the outside there, right next to the pylon, finishing that one. So they get that 1 point there. It'll be 39-0 now. About 9:45 left in this 4th. So the Jets' defense as well as their offense, but I think their defense has really made an impact on my outlook of them tonight. They're just really smart and really patient there, having lots of TFLs, letting up a couple of bigger plays. I'm sure Coach Phipps isn't happy about that, but just being able to recognize the plays, I know it's definitely easier for me to see up here, but recognize these plays and capitalize off of this. They go for another big throw, but they connect on that one. Looks like maybe just short of the line to gain there. We'll have to see what the spot is here. And it looks like they got the first down there. But a while to go. About 20 yards here. They go for another big throw, but she overthrows that one. So that'll be now 2nd and really long. So the Owls trying something different now with these longer pass plays. Sort of going towards what they did in the beginning here with these speed outs and flat routes. But maybe now opting for something they know a little better, stacking up that right side, and they do a direct snap to who's usually their running back. Man, she had an arm there, throwing that one about 25 yards, but the receiver there just not fast enough to get that one over her head. And so now that's the risk of these big pass plays, is when you don't connect on them, and now it's 3rd down, they're going to have a long way to go in just 2 plays. So they opt for the run here, and she breaks it to the outside. They don't get the tackle, and it looks like the Owls will score here. A huge play to the outside for the Owls. And looks like they won't go home scoreless tonight. But 7:30 left. It's gonna have to be a lot more than that if they want to make a reasonable comeback here. So they do opt for the 1-point conversion here. The Owls, a very spread out formation here, maybe looking for one of those speed out flat routes again. But it looks like they would just spray out to try and run it to the inside there, but nowhere to go as the Jets make the tackle there in the backfield. So the Jets will get the ball back now with a 5-yard line to gain at about the 15. As Coach Bowen informed me, there is no kickoff in TSAA flag football, but they just added in punting, which I think is super cool. Jets being able to utilize Madison Wagner's leg throughout this game, often pinning these Owls deep in their own territory. They do an especially good job swarming the ball too. They make sure to not let the returners slip through, which is easy to do when there's so much field for them to work with. But we'll see what these Jets can do here. I believe they've only had to punt maybe once, if not twice. And other than that, scoring on every drive, but looks like it's getting to that point in the game here where we get some subs here from Coach Phipps. Some younger girls out there, including, so it's a little dark up here, Anna Yeli Horsley. And Reagan Wattenberger. But these freshmen doing a great job there, setting them up for success here. It'll only be about 7 yards to the next line of gain after they already got the first down, so a huge run up the inside there. So just a great play there. And, you know, with a couple of seniors out there in this group like Carly, sorry for that interruption. Anyways, with Carly and Dominica and Aaliyah, along with Kenzie and the rest of the senior group, it's going to be some tough shoes to fill. So this freshman group getting a chance to go out there and make a name for themselves here for Coach Phipps. Maybe trying to secure some minutes for themselves for next season. But Coach Phipps, with this big of a lead, is just trying to chew some clock here. Right towards the inside, they look like they put it looks like Horsley in motion there, but she gets tackled right around the line of scrimmage there. So it'll be 4th down and about maybe 6 or so yards, but they get the starting group back out there to try and convert here as they want to keep the ball and just run this down. Oh. Okay. They missed that. They opted to punt there. They actually subbed in the punting group. And a solid return there from the Owls. They won't have long to the line to gain here. Maybe looking to throw a deeper ball in between these two lines to set themselves up for an easier line to gain rather than just getting a short first down now and having a longer line to gain next. It looks like they stick with a younger set out here. But the Owls calling a timeout now with 4:03 remaining. Your Jets up 39-6. Huge game for them.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been brought to my attention. We have a Hyundai Sonata parked over at Tan Ridges, which appears to be a tanning place to get tans. They're about to be blocked. Please move your car if you drive a Hyundai Sonata.
So if anybody's watching here, we got a Hyundai Sonata parked over at Tan Ridges. So that is you. Please move it. It's across from the practice field. But that timeout has concluded. The Owls with a short line to gain here. Maybe. Oh, they're out for the QB draw here as nobody was open, but I think maybe she thought she got tackled. Did she? She just stopped, and I know if any of these Lady Jets did that, Coach Phipps would be very unhappy. But they do secure the line to gain there. It'll be first down. And they got about a little over 15 yards to go here. So the Owls, looks like they're going for more of a bunched up formation here with one wide out. And they send that wide out in motion with a quick handoff to the outside. And 2 missed tackles, another one. Wow, and she's still going. Outruns that last one. And the Owls will score again here. So we're formulating a comeback now. Still a large deficit here before that next conversion that we're going to get shortly. It's going to be about a 27-point deficit for this comeback, so they're going to have to maybe start something on defense and get some turnovers. But after the 2-minute warning here, it will go to somewhat similar to college football clock stoppages. So the Owls now in a spread. They look for that pass, and looks like they got it here. They do, so it'll be 39-13 now with 2:30 remaining. They've really been sticking to that that little jump shot pass there. It's interesting, but it's been working for them. But risky, definitely, with Scout England out there. She picked one of those off already. But now with the younger group out there, maybe not as experienced in the field. It's harder for them to see that, but a great run play to the outside there from number 4, I believe, is Madison Stone. So a great job there to get some of those yards between the line of gain here. Only be about 1 or so yards left before she stepped out of bounds. And just a short way here to pick up this first down with still 2 more downs to use. So they motion one across, just going to the outside, but it gets tackled in the backfield. Now maybe going back to that original X that they were at. So about a 2-3 yard loss there for the Lady Jets. Be 3rd down now with 4 or so yards to go. And these Owls, they're not giving up. Looks like the Jets trying to chew some clock here, taking their time in the backfield, calling the right play. And tackle again. Both of her flags come off there. But Madison Stone, who made the great first down run play, gets caught up in the line of scrimmage there. And the Jets will put in the punt crew. So with a running clock still, it's about 41 seconds remaining. And a 26-point deficit, so not looking great for these Owls. But Madison now ready for the punt. About her own 10. She gets it out of bounds there. Coach kind of interfering with that one. I'm not sure if that made it quite to the sideline. But at about 30 yards to go to the end zone here, maybe a little more. The clock's just still running out here. I thought there was going to be a stoppage after the dead ball punt, but it seems that isn't the case. So your Lady Jets winning that one 39-13. A huge win for them. So we'll shake hands here and go into the next competition. Gosh, I would be exhausted. Taking on the Gordonsville Tigers. So looks like we got about a 10-minute intermission here. And after that, Lady Jets will take on, I already said, the Tigers, so we'll see you then. Okay, we got our second matchup tonight. The Lady Jets just coming off a 39-6 win against the Smith County Owls, now facing the undefeated Gordonsville Tigers. So Gordonsville looks like they won the toss and elected to receive, and they're going for a pass play here, but they fake it and opt for the QB run here. Looks like maybe just getting over the line to gain here, so I think that'll be a first down. But I'm now joined by Aston Patton.
Hi, guys.
So it's her first time. Don't be too hard on her. But she's got a few perks that I didn't have my first time, like a roster sheet. So
That's definitely helpful.
yeah, it'll definitely be maybe a little easier for her. But looks like they're just before the line to gain here. So they'll opt for an inside run, and they lateral it to the outside. The Tigers running up the field now. And looks like they just got them at the next line to gain now. So it'll be about 19 yards to our 20-yard line to get the next set of downs. So, yeah, these Gordonsville Tigers are no joke. Definitely going to be a little more difficult than the Smith County Owls, as I believe Gordonsville Tigers actually faced the Smith County Owls earlier in the season and beat them 21-0. But they faked the handoff here. Now they lateral it to the outside, but looks like Cadence got the tackle there. On the outside, it'll be about a little over a 5-yard gain, so it'll be second and about 12 yards to the line to gain here. So, yeah, I definitely think it's going to be sort of hard to get out of the funk here as they're facing what seems to be an easier opponent than the Gordonsville Tigers here. So they're going to have to lock in for this one. It's a complete a long swing pass here, picking about 5 yards up there. It'll be about 7 to 8 yards now to the line to gain. But Aniston, you know a lot of them down there, right? I mean, there's a lot of cheerleaders on the roster.
Yes. There's Aaliyah. There's I'm trying to think. Kenzie Stevens. They're all great people.
Yeah, I know Aaliyah did a great job last game. She's one of the inside linebackers, so she was making some great rushes, and I think she might have got a couple of TFLs too. So that was huge for the Jets, but now forcing a fourth down here, but very short, less than a yard to go for this new set of downs. So we'll see what they opt for here. Last time it was a run up the middle for this short play, but they fake the handoff here, and their quarterback just gets past the line to gain here. Looks like about 2 to 3 yards. Past the line to gain there. So now they got some announcers practicing up here. But almost sacked there, but they opt for the long pass play. And no touchdown there. A big sack there. Do you know who that was who got the sack? I'm not sure.
I am not sure either.
I saw the big pass and kind of got distracted, but looks like about a yard or so lost there. So they'll have 21 to go now to the end zone with 3 downs to play with. They try the long pass, but it's muffed up at the goal line. Huge deflection made by Cadence there. Now with only 3rd and 4th down to work with. So it looks like we're kind of getting into the groove now on these longer pass plays. I know the Owls completed a few, but we were mostly dominant in the first competition where we had 2 picks and 3 or 4 deflected passes as well. So no rush here, going for the long pass play again, and that one's incomplete. Great coverage by Cadence there. And they're really targeting Cadence on this drive, but I don't think that's a good idea. She's a great defensive player. I commentated her basketball games, often talking with Avery about how she's really gritty and she'll do anything it takes to not let the opponent score. So, not opting for the punt here. The long way to go for the end zone. I wouldn't be surprised if they look for the big pass play here, but sacked again in the backfield. That's 2 sacks. I believe that's Madison Wagner down there. Great job by her. Coach Phipps not sending that rush the first time. I think it's sort of startled these Tigers. So now the Jets will go on offense, and they're deep into Tiger territory here. But they certainly showed off their offensive prowess in the first game with lots of runs by Liv and lots of quick pitches to Scout as well. So we'll see what they can muster up here. So they send one in motion, a direct snap, and then they try and lateral it there off of the direct snap, but it hits the ground. That would be a dead ball. So Aniston, after watching the first game, do you notice any difference in the competition here that the Jets are having to go up against?
I would say that, like, since we're undefeated and stuff, like, I feel like we're just, like, really good. So I feel like really confident in what we're doing. So I think we'll do good.
Yeah, I think maybe they got to build up a little momentum here. They had a lot coming out of the last game, but they sort of got shocked by this Tigers team here. So it's definitely going to take a lot to get something started here with a 3rd and long coming up. Looks like they make a quick adjustment there. Tigers looking to rush 2. Liv getting caught up in the backfield. She gets tackled just past the line of scrimmage there. And with a 4th down coming up here, looks like they're going to opt for the punt here from Madison. A little bit of a squib kick as it rolls on the ground, but the returner recovers it, and they flip it to the outside, but they miss on the lateral. So that'll be a dead ball around a little past the Tigers' 30 there. So after watching that first drive, what do you think the Jets have to do better at here to keep these Tigers out of scoring opportunities?
Honestly, I would just say just keep pulling flags and just be fast.
That's a good tip there. You know, Carly has done a great job at that thus far this season.
Yeah, didn't like Mr. Bowen say like
The Terminator.
Turner the Terminator? I think that's a tough name.
Yeah, I'd like to have a name like that. They go for a quick pass play there, but just off the fingertips of the receiving Tiger. And so now it'll be third and a little less than 10 here to go. Yeah, pulling flags is definitely key.
Yeah.
But especially Carly's made lots of tackles for a loss, so that's huge as well. They try another quick flip play there, and they try to throw it to the line to gain, but just short there on the pass, so it rolls off the fingertips of the receiving Tiger. And so now Jets forcing a fourth down. We'll see if they can keep them from reaching that line to gain, but looks like the Tigers are opting for the punt here. So they do, and it looks like it's Liv on the return. Doesn't get much out of that. But the Jets in better field position than they started with last time. A couple more yards there. So a great job on defense there. The Tigers not gaining much. So from that shotgun, they pitch it and tackle around the line of scrimmage there. Is that, who's that? I don't want to mess it up. As Akira?
Kira Pauly?
Yeah, 19, right?
Yes. She's been getting a lot of touchdowns.
Yeah, she had one called back and then got one right after that. That was impressive. So Liv backing up in the shotgun formation, just barely gets that pass out. That was looking like it was going to be a sack there, so lucky to get rid of that one. And it's going to be 4th and long here. But I would assume they're punting it with this sort of field position. Yeah, it looks like Madison is back there, but the Tigers' defense. Oh, wait, no, that's Liv. Shoot. Liv in the backfield now, flips out to Cadence. Cadence running, but gets tackled. Oh, okay, that was 3rd down. I think it said 4th before. That tripped me up. Sounds like they got over 15 yards to the next line to gain, so. But now they will punt it after that short run play. Very sky-high punt by Madison that gets muffed there. So the Tigers will regain possession a little past their own 30. And it's sort of been a stalemate here. Similar field position all game. So the ref takes an official timeout. Looks like they need to switch from the Jets ball to the Tigers ball maybe. But with about 5 yards to go, the Tigers hit the direct snap to the running back and a quick pitch out to about midfield, and she gains another 10 there. They'll be on the Jets' 30 for this first down after reaching the line to gain. So a new set of downs coming up.
And that's a wrap on the first quarter.
A scoreless first quarter here.
Looks like
Definitely very unusual for these Jets. I mean, they've been dominant all season. So
Yeah, I think they're gonna pull through, and I think I'm pretty confident that they can.
Zero. I said 0 instead of 0. Yeah, correction. 0 to 0. 0. Oh, I did it again. 0 to 0. There we go. We got this side. We are proud to serve as the official healthcare providers for school athletes. Government Medical Center, Government Orthopedics, and Government Health proudly support school athletics with expert care.
But have you been to all of the flag football games?
I missed the first one because our boys were playing Upperman. So, but other than that, yes, and they're always so fun to watch. So,
Yeah, well, that first game got a little boring, but this one's been exciting. I think my heart rate has been a little higher during this game for sure.
yeah.
But the Jets on defense now after that first quarter intermission concluded. The Terminator lined up at outside linebacker. So excited to see if she can lead this Jets defense to a stop here. So Tigers opt for a motion here, direct snap on the Jets screen, and speak of the devil, none other than Carly Turner making the TFL there.
She is really good at defense.
Yeah, she does a great job at containing that outside. Like, nothing gets past that right side. So a little motion from the QB there. She gets a short gain. No, I believe actually she was tackled in the backfield there. Great stop. Is that Aaliyah Stover?
Yes.
Great stop by Aaliyah. She's been a dominant inside linebacker for this Jets defense. So this has been a great drive for the Jets defense here. The Tigers are sort of stacking up that right side, looking for the deep throw, and Liv making a huge interception, and here she goes. Still not tackled. They finally get the flag, but not until she brings it up to the Tigers' 30. Wow. A great return and a great interception there by Liv. You know, I actually walked past her. I was just walking around in between games during that 10-minute period that I had. And I wanted to say that she was doing a good job because I've been saying her name a lot. But she was talking to her mom, so that was kind of awkward. I didn't want to ruin her mojo, I guess.
She was walking down the stairs and she was just dancing, so she's definitely hyped.
Yeah, and I would be too after just a blowout of a first game. But another big run by her there. They go back to that stack formation, just run it up the middle. She gets about 5 yards on that one. It's going to be, is that not third down? No, it's only second. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Okay, they flip it out to Cadence here, but just muffed, and that'll be a dead ball. And Cadence, you know, watching her play basketball, she is a really gritty player, but doesn't get as involved on offense. Definitely a pass-first player, so it's good to see her playing some flag football and getting some touches on the ball here and showing that she can do great things on offense. So,
Yeah, she's very entertaining to watch, definitely on the sidelines.
yeah, she's super quick. And no gain there. Maybe a small gain by Liv there, but that'll be 4th down and pretty short here. So we'll see Coach Phipps opts for here. They're switching a lot of players here, though, so looks like it's going to be a punt as the Tigers are backing up here. So Madison Wagner to punt it again after the previous defensive drive being pretty electric, but there's a flag on the field. Looks like maybe a false start by the Jets, so that'll get taken back 5 yards. And that did happen during the first game on the first punt, so you think maybe Coach Phipps getting a little frustrated with the special teams crew?
Maybe. I have no idea.
I know he'd definitely get fired up at me if I did that, so. But Madison on her second punt, it's deep, received at about the Tigers' 20. And she finally gets tackled after about a 15-yard return. So a huge return here, setting them up in great field position to take on this offensive drive. Only about 5 yards to the next line to gain. So the Tigers here lined up in that trips with 2 backs. And they fake the handoff and they get the pitch out there. But even if that wasn't a dead ball, Carly Turner would have been there for a huge TFL. So that goes back. Looks like a longer loss than I thought, maybe about 3 yards there. So the Tigers ready to take on the second down. They're stacking up that left side. They got a quads formation over there. And they fake the handoff, and they try to get a quick pass out on the short post route there. But it's bottled up. It's bottled up with Carly Turner in coverage. So that would be a dead ball, and that would get taken back to the original line of scrimmage. So third down now. These Jets definitely starting to get in a groove now. Tigers maybe needing to switch it up. And that pass almost complete, but it's muffed again. Just barely didn't hang on to that one. That was good coverage there by the Jets. So fourth down now. The Tigers looking to punt it. And that was a great 3 and out there by the Jets, forcing that punt. So a better punt this time from the Tigers. That one's rolling back to about the 10. Scouts got it, trying to run it to the outside, but just gets caught there a little past their own 10-yard line. So the Jets taking the field now. A lot more of a way to go here. Liv pitches out to Scout. Scout loses the ball, but I believe she got tackled first. So that would be a loss of about maybe 2 yards there. And I think Liv has been a really electric player in this first half. I'd like to see her get more involved on this drive. So Liv pitches out to Cadence. Cadence getting caught up just past the line of scrimmage there, maybe about a yard. So third down now. With them deep in their own territory, they really need to get this next set of downs or else they're going to be forced to punt. So Liv in the shotgun, looking for a deep pass, dodges a tackler rolling out, but a second one comes in there and she gets sacked. About a 3-yard loss there. So now the Jets are definitely in a position where they're going to have to punt. And that was definitely a tough defense there from the Tigers. Jets couldn't really get anything out of that drive. Is there anything you might have done different?
I'm not really sure. To be honest, I don't really understand football. But I think they're going to push through, and this is just such a great team, so I think they're just going to do good.
Yeah, still scoreless, but they've definitely been dominant on defense here. I mean, Liv with the pick and then many turnovers on downs here as they haven't been able to get to the line of game, but they opt for a larger pass play here, and these Tigers just might have a case of the butterfingers here. But second down now from the shotgun. And they fake that handoff. They get the lateral out. And she slips through Carly Turner. Wow, that doesn't happen a lot.
Yeah, no.
But they get to the line to gain there, so now they'll be in the red zone. And with a chance to put up the first points here, we'll see if the Jets can... No, okay, a little before the line to gain, but very short way to go on this third down. I wouldn't be surprised to maybe see a quick motion. Yep. And they're running it to the outside, trying to pitch it out, but that one's covered really well by the Jets. So that'll force a fourth down here. Not really in a position to punt, though, as they only have about a yard to go. So we'll see what this offense can do here against this Jets defense. Lined up in a similar formation. We're looking to see the motion again. And running to the left again, but tackled. Looks like very close to the line of game. We'll have to see where the spot is.
Is that Aaliyah who pulled again?
I think so, yes.
Her and Carly are great at pulling flags.
Oh, okay. Looks like they... Looks like they didn't make it to the line to gain. And a quick little pitch there, and they get that one all the way to the end zone. So the Tigers score first here. It'll be 6-0 before this conversion. Looks like they'll take it from the 1-point position. Yeah, that touchdown just slipping through the fingers of the Jets. I think I saw one of them maybe holding a flag but didn't quite get a grip of it, so it's just unfortunate for the Jets defense here. But they line up in a similar position, doing the motion again, but they fake it and they run it up the middle, and looks like they got that 1-point conversion there. So it'll be 7-0 the way of the Tigers with 2:19 remaining. See if this Jets offense can maybe tie it up here, or at least put some points on the board before the second half here. I'm starting to regret giving Austin my coat. It's a little cold up here.
Yeah, it's a little chilly.
But Liv takes the snap and just a muffed handoff to Kira there, so that one will be a loss of about 2 or 3 yards. So the official here taking a timeout. Not too sure what's going on. Okay. I have no idea what that was for.
Me neither.
Liv taking the shotgun pass, and they do a little hook and ladder from Cadence to Liv. Liv breaks it back inside and gets pulled just before the line to gain there, but an electric play there. Great play call by Coach Phipps. So with 1:40 remaining, the Jets have about a little less than a yard to go here. Looks like Austin may be wrong about the downs there. Third down. She gets Liv on the short run play, gets pulled just before the line to gain. Or no? Okay, she got past it. Okay. Just barely past it. So they're going to have a long way to go for this next set of downs, about 20 yards. But they call a timeout here. So it's still about 60 yards to go. What do you think we'd be expecting a longer pass play here?
Yeah, I would say so. I feel like that, I don't know, Liv is just so impressive with, like, especially joining this year as a freshman and stuff. I think she's just going to take it and get another touchdown.
That's fair. I mean, she did that all throughout the first game here.
No, I have. It just sounds like clown music right now. I was kind of confused, not going to lie.
Our announcer is playing some, for the folks at home, the announcer's playing some Jeopardy music for the timeout, so.
That sounded a little off, though.
Yeah, I think I could see where she's coming from on this one.
I have no clue. So really 112 on the clock. 112?
So with a adjustment on the clock there, they got 1:12 left. Working with a fresh set of downs here. So we'll see what Liv can do out of the shotgun formation with her hands on the ball. So they go for a QB draw here, but once again stop short there. Looks like about close to a 1-yard loss. So now we'll have to see what these Jets can do with a short time frame. Over a minute. Cadence bowling someone over. Wow, that was a lot of contact.
I think it was like the Bloodstow game. She got, like, targeted so bad. Like, she got taken down.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that was a great play there with her not being the target.
Yeah.
So gained about 5 yards on that play. Liv with it now, but she gets sacked. A little bit of a muff snap there. So Tigers getting in there quick. And looks like Coach Phipps, or maybe the Tigers, calling a timeout with 7 seconds remaining.
I think it's great.
Yeah, that was a pretty long time out on the last one, though.
Yeah.
But I guess it's because we are having some trouble with the clock.
Austin looks like he's having a great time down there.
He's looking good in my North Face. So, looks like instead of risking it here, they just go for the punt. Madison with a good boot tries to squib that one out of bounds, but on the way out of bounds, it's muffed by a Tiger. And I think that's the end of the first half.
And that looks like a wrap for our third quarter.
So,
Regent 0. Gordonsville
definitely not as
Tigers
high scoring as the
7.
first game, but a lot more exciting, I'd say.
Yeah, it's definitely like a tougher component.
But Coach Phipps calling a great game here. I think they're starting to recognize this Tigers defense and start to pull it apart. So we'll see what they can do in this second half here after this 5-minute intermission. And we'll see you guys then. Thanks for tuning in.
Coming out. They should have jumped down to the concession stand.
Yeah, the half wasn't over.
Now you can hop your way to the concession stands. Our apologies up top. We were kind of feeling that Mario song a little too much, right? So if you're feeling like Mario, Princess Peach, Luigi, maybe a Goomba, where's the concessions located? Which tunnel are you going to take? Well, your concessions is on the detached block building to the right of the stadium facing the north entrance. So I think it's a couple tunnels to jump down or steps, hit a star, get super speed, make it to concessions, fill up, check your life points. I think you're good. All right. Make sure to fuel back up, though, because seriously, we're in the halftime marker right now. We got about 4 minutes on the clock. It's still anyone's game. right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting to that final minute. Make sure to find those seats. We got a game to get down. There we go. Clap those hands, stomp those feet. Let's get some support there, ladies and gents. And for Gordonsville Tiger, step into.
All right, after a quick halftime intermission, we're back after a little bit of a malfunction with the announcing there. So there was 1 second left on the clock, and we were playing Mario music,
Yeah, that was interesting.
but the Jets start with it now. Just looked like they didn't quite make it on that lateral there, so be a second down from the same spot. So Cadence in motion now. Quick pitch out to her. She slips by, but looks like maybe a 2-3 yard gain there from her. A dominant run though, very, very shifty, getting outside of that that outside linebacker and not getting tackled in the backfield. So it sounds like that's the end of the boys JV soccer game. Their varsity won 6-0, huge win. And their JV, if nothing changed, just won 2-1. So that'll be their second win on the season. But Scout there getting stuffed on a short outside run, so we'll have Madison go back to punt now. She's been a great part of the special teams crew, getting some deep punts, including that one there. That one really far. Went from about R30 to their 35. But a flag thrown there after a deep return. About a 15, 20-yard return there from the Tigers. So we'll see what the call is here.
I know you said that you didn't have like a roster or anything like and you were like kind of nervous. So how did you even like get into doing this stuff?
So it was really it's a difficult way to put it, I guess, but impulse. You know, I just didn't have much to do, you know, it's senior year, so I figured I'd give it a try. And it was definitely tough with the no roster and it being my first time not really knowing my way around basketball, especially high school basketball too. So it was tough, but it got better. And then Sam showed up for the boys' game in the second half. I want to say it was the Bledsoe game, so it was a really good one to commentate. The Caleb Hawley scored the game winner there in OT.
Yes.
So that was either the first or second game, I forget, but it was awesome, and that really got me hooked. But The Tigers made it to the line to gain, and they just missed on a pass there, so it would be second from about the 15. And a big tackle there on the outside. So tackled maybe a little past the line of scrimmage there, about a 1-yard gain for the Tigers. And so they'll have a third down now from a little over 10 yards. Tigers now from the single back. They fake the handoff, and they try to get a short pass out to that drag route, but that one goes off the fingertips of a Tiger, so it'll be fourth down now. And once again, not in a punting position here for the Tigers. So they'll be looking to go for this, maybe setting up a tricky run play or a long pass play. But in a similar formation, they have the blocker there, and looks like the Tigers caught that one in the back of the end zone there. A long streak route from one of their ladies, and that'll bring the score up to 13-0 with 8:20 left in the third quarter. So it's like they're listening to me up here. Just connecting on that huge pass play puts them up 2 scores now. So this now for one last time. They, I think, faked a toss and ran it up the middle. So in a bunch formation again, so we'll see what they do here. And yeah, they once again faked that motion into the outside and hit it with their halfback up the middle. So they convert on that 1 point, and it'll be 14-0 with 8:16 remaining. Your Lady Jets taking the field now. So they're really looking for a score on this drive. I think they'll have to try something different. Maybe something outside of their comfort zone, or honestly anything that will give them some yards here, because they've been getting stuck up there right before that line to gain, especially on the last drive there. They're about 2 yards from the line to gain, but before being forced to punt. So it looks like they are trying something different here, stacking up that right side and running it with Liv. Liv cutting it back, and looks like she gets tackled right around the line of scrimmage here, maybe a 1-yard loss. But that's what I was talking about in the first half. Liv is a very electric player, so it's good to see her getting a touch there to start this drive off. Not the way they might have wanted it to go, maybe a 1 to 2 yard loss, but it was definitely something different. So they opt for a different formation now, and they motion, gain the direct snap to Brooklyn Weiland, and maybe getting a yard or 2 on that one. So back to where they started from, third down now. They really need to convert on here. It's a major third down. So maybe going for a similar play, possibly a trick play out of it, but the snap is muffed. And they'll have to punt it now. So definitely not what they were looking for there. So Madison to punt now. Another deep punt, going from almost around 10 to the 40, and they try a little hook and ladder on the return, but she's tackled just past from where it was received. So they'll be starting just past the 40-yard line, Jets territory, about the 35 now. So definitely a game you're sitting on the edge of your seat for.
Quite literally.
What do you think we need here? I was thinking possibly a turnover would be amazing. I know they have Carly, so even just a turnover on downs would be great here too, but that would be leading to a punt, so they'd be backed up in their own territory.
Yeah.
But maybe if they could recognize some of these pass plays and possibly get a pick, that would be a great turn of events and put them in way better field position. But Aaliyah on the rush here, forcing it to the outside, and Cadence finally getting the tackle, about a 7-yard gain there. So 3rd down now for these Tigers with a little over 10 yards to go to the line to gain. And it looks like they're motioning out their running back. She's looking for the quick swing pass, and that pass goes over the head of a receiving Tiger. So that'll be 4th down now. And if I were them, I'd punt, but I'm not sure yet. Also, the Jets not backing up here. It looks like they don't punt. Still about 10 yards to the line to gain here on this 4th down. This is a risky play from the Tigers. They got somebody stacked up right next to the center. They do a quick handoff on somewhat of an orbit screen, and Scout with a huge tackle there, not letting her get to the line of gain. She gets tripped up and goes out of bounds into the Jets sideline, hopefully not getting stomped on.
She definitely is another one that pulls a lot of flags.
Yeah, I definitely said her name a lot. After that pick 6, too, I think somebody else had the pick 6, but she had a pick, and that was huge in that first game. But in my opinion, not a wise decision there from the Tigers, not punting. It puts the Jets in great field position here. Them rather being backed up to their own end zone, being only about 15 yards from the midfield line. They try a quick flea flicker pitch from Scout to Brooklyn Weiland, but that one's off the mark, and they'll go back to where they started from on 2nd down. So they do another flea flicker. Once again, passes a little off. Looks like she almost got sacked if she didn't get that off in time. I'm not sure. But actually, I did play, not flag football, but two-hand touch one time. Coach Phipps was there to see it. I know Saeed, I don't know if he's still down. Yeah, he's over by the opposing pylon. So he takes lots of pictures, but he played football with me, and we would go to tech camp where we would go to Tennessee Tech, and I actually got subbed in at QB my sophomore year, and I hit him on a little out route for a touchdown. So that was super cool. I have a minimal experience in flag football, but
Yeah, Jasper played in Cookeville. He played a little bit of flag football until he was able to play like middle school football. So.
oh, yeah, it's definitely fun. It's a lot more about speed, though, I'd say.
Yeah.
But Madison with another great punt. Tigers begin to return that one. And looks like she makes it up just past the midfield line there as Cadence finally tackles her after a 15-yard return. So it's really just been back and forth between these teams. I know the Tigers have scored twice, but besides that, it seems like they'll go 3 and out, punt it, and they're in the same field position almost every time.
Yeah. They're definitely like a tough component, but honestly, I feel like we're gonna stick it out and do some great plays.
Yeah, it looks like they're setting up something tricky here, maybe with a motion. So they motion it. And Aaliyah with a huge stop there, right at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, that was definitely a different play from what they were doing before. Usually, when they're doing those motions, they like to stack up the other side. But only having 2 blockers on that side, it made it easy for the inside linebacker, Aaliyah, to get there quick and not get stuffed up. But they're up to the trips formation now. 1 wide out on the weak side. They go for the deep pass, and Cadence almost intercepting it. That was really close. That could have been really bad for this Tigers team and really good for this Jets team, but just another stop on that second down there is what it ends up being. But you almost got to think, if she picked that off, how far was she going to go? And if the Jets stop them here and force a turnover, are the Tigers going to punt it unlike last time? So it might have led to worse field position.
Yeah, that's true.
But a timeout here. Hopefully no clown music is going to be played.
We'll see what he decides to play this time out. So far, none.
Just not Mario. Mario, it's going to be like a trauma now.
Did you hear the Benny and the Jets?
I did, actually. I actually like Benny and the Jets, though.
Me too. I kind of liked the version that he played, but I like the original better.
I wasn't close enough to I was over on the other side of the field house, so I just heard them say Benny and the Jets. I couldn't tell if it was a different version. But they opt for that same lateral play that Aaliyah stopped him on the first time. And Turner the Terminator, another great flagpole there. So that'll force a 4th down. They're probably looking to punt now, unlike last time. Last time, that led to better field position for the Jets here, so we'll see what they do. And it looks like the Jets are backing up for a punt now. So making a few adjustments here. Tigers on the punt. Got some length, but Liv makes a great catch there. And she's trying to reverse around to the other side of the field, but gets stopped up where she received the ball. So that'll come out to about the Jets 17. So it looks like they're putting Carly out there on offense. I don't think I've seen that yet.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how this. I'm sure she'll be great at it, but I'm curious to see how this goes.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to bunch up that middle there, maybe looking to, run up the middle with Liv. She makes 1 miss, makes 2 miss. And looks like about a 10-yard gain there. That was solid. Maybe Coach Phipps going back to more what I would consider his roots there. I remember playing football. We were in the wing T formation a lot, so that's where you stack it up the middle and just pound the run up the middle. So sort of similar to that. I know the blocking definitely isn't the same. But Liv looks deep and drops it down to Cadence. Cadence gets another good gain there, about 5 yards. So they'll be set up for about a 2nd and 15 now. Well, looks like they didn't get the spot I thought they would, though. More like a 2nd and 17 or 18, but they flip it out to Cadence again. And one of the Tigers tripped over her.
And that looks like it for the third quarter. Lady Jets 0.
But that'll conclude the third quarter. The Lady Jets working against a deficit here of 14 points. So it's going to be a tough one to come back from. But as you said earlier, they're a great team.
Yes, they're a very good team, and like me just being a manager has been like really fun to just film and just see the bonds that have like created over this like team and stuff. So I know they'll always have each other's back, and I think that's great.
Yeah, I did notice some great chemistry down there coming from after that Kira Pauley touchdown. She was coming off, and I could hear their sideline from up here yelling Kira, so that was awesome.
Yes, Carly, or Turner the Terminator, she's a very, like, she's such a, like, she will be your biggest cheerleader always. Anyone, honestly, down there will be. Oh, we got some music.
It's a little late, though. They're going to be starting up here pretty soon, so hopefully he's not playing it while they're playing it again.
I wouldn't put it past him.
But a huge third down here. If they don't get this, they're looking to punt again. But it is definitely fourth down territory, being down 14. You got to make some sort of a offensive score here, but they go for the deep pass and comes off the fingertips of the Jets, and it's intercepted. She's finally brought down on the return. And that was just a tough one. That one got bottled up in the air for about 3 or 4 seconds. So Tigers fortunate to come down with that one. That'll put them in great field position here with about 25 to 27 yards to go. So definitely not how the Jets plan on coming out in this fourth quarter. They fake the handoff to the play-action pass, and wow, that one's just a quick stop by Keynes. I think maybe she punched that ball out, but good play there by the Jets. So after the ball is returned to the line of scrimmage, here's the second down. Instead of going for the pass, they go for the run, and they try a little lateral play there. Looks like they got to the line of gain there. No, it's going to be very close. So it looks like just barely past the line to gain there. So they'll be in red zone territory now with 4 downs to work with. So they try for a deep pass, and they connect on that one. She's still going, gets it to the outside there, and Tigers gonna go up 20-0 with 10:35 left. So yeah, definitely not what they were expecting coming in this fourth quarter.
Definitely not.
It's going to be a tough one for them to come back from. So they fake what they were doing last time with that motion to the outside and then handing off on the inside. They actually pitched it out and tried to get the pass into the flats, but it's dropped. So 2 for 3 on conversions now. It'll remain 20-0, 10:35 remaining. So the Jets have it on offense now, and they really need to score here or they're in trouble being down by 3 scores. Liv pitches out to Scout, and she put that flag up in the air late. I thought maybe she slipped through, but tackled near the line of scrimmage there. So that would be a loss of about 1. Jets looking at 2nd down and 6 now. They got a lot more field to go until they get into a scoring position. Liv making some great moves in the backfield there, but eventually gets caught up for the sack, so that's going to be a loss of 6, maybe 7.
If Jasper was up here, he would go a little crazy.
Yeah, actually, I don't know if you ever saw it, but he did get on the commentary one time during a basketball game.
I think I remember that. I'm not surprised. He's anywhere any senior is. He just goes anywhere.
Yeah, I do remember I was asking him, it was sort of a blowout game. It was during Livingston. And I was asking him, like, if you're Livingston, what do you do to maybe try and get back into this game? And he just goes, you can't. I mean, granted, they were down by a lot, but it was really funny.
I'm not surprised. He's crazy.
And then his dad was telling me he got on, like, lots of radio shows.
Yes. I forgot what it's called. Oh, man, I forgot.
The punt there gets muffed. So instead of returning it, it'll be a dead ball around midfield.
Yeah, Jasper's definitely an outgoing person, so...
Yeah, he's awesome. I've talked about maybe golfing with him. I know he's been getting into some golf lately, so that'd be cool.
Especially during, like, football season, he wants to be anywhere that you guys are, so...
Yeah. But that's awesome to see. You know, just a kid getting so involved with a high school sports team. I would be too scared
Yeah.
when I was a kid.
Yeah, ever since, like, I can remember, like, well, he was in kindergarten once, and I was sitting with my mom at a basketball game, and he would just do cartwheels in front of the student section. They go crazy, and I'm just over here, like, I'm here too, but he was always the one to get the party going, definitely.
That's awesome, though. I remember, like, when I was in his shoes playing Little Loop football and whatnot, and I'd go to the high school games. When I'd give daps to those high school players when they're going back to the locker room for halftime, it felt like I was, shaking Superman's hand, so...
Yeah, he's like that if we go to, like, any football game because Coach Phipps really likes the Colts. So, like, football or basketball games, he's always trying to get autographs. It doesn't matter how, he will get it.
Yeah, I did have Coach Phipps's class, so I could tell he was a Colts fan as soon as I stepped in. He's got so much memorabilia in there.
Yeah.
But after a huge stop on the outside run by Scout and an incomplete pass, it'll be 4th down, so Jets looking to receive this punt here, see what they can do on offense. So more of a line drive punt here. Bounces out the way of Cadence. And it looks like, is that Kira?
I think so, yeah.
Kira
Kira
returning it for about 3 yards.
She's another freshman that's really good for just, like, being a freshman and just doing flag football this year.
Yeah, it's impressive what a lot of these freshmen have been doing in our high school sports. I mean, with Liv and Kira on this team, and then I know Liv on the basketball team as well, along with what was her name?
Sadie?
Not Sadie. It was
Is it a freshman?
I'm thinking of college names now. I'm so lost. But Hale.
Kaylin.
Hale, yes.
I love her.
They did an awesome job. They were really fun to watch. And they should be really electric next year. They have a lot of returning players, I believe. On the starting crew, they're only really going to be missing Dominica.
Yes.
So they should do great next year.
Yeah, for the games that she did get to play, I loved watching her. She was super, like, entertaining.
Yeah, she was really like the glue of the team, too. I think most of the time commentating and watching her, I felt like she was in charge, as a senior, and she could kind of, keep some of the underclassmen in check, I think.
Definitely.
But before then, it was not all over the place, but it wasn't as contained as it was with her. So I think they were locked in a lot more when she was on the court. But it looks like the Jets made it to the line of gain there, and so it'll be first and long, about 20 yards to go. Liv making a good spin move at the line of scrimmage, so she'll get about 4 yards on that run. Late first down call. But great run there by Liv. About 5 minutes remaining. They're really going to need to score quick on this drive and make a good stop on defense. So another run up the middle from Liv. But she gets her flag pulled at about the line of scrimmage, so back where she was, I believe that'll be third down. And a little over 15 yards to go. So Liv taking out the shotgun, kicks out to Cadence. And Cadence stopped as soon as she received that pass, so it'll be fourth down and long, but with not much time left, they're not going to be looking to punt here. Unless maybe they are. Never mind. I don't think I would be looking to punt here, but with how well their defense has been doing, maybe they could get a turnover here. And that was a great punt by Madison. And about 10 yards on the return there brings it up to the Jets 20 for the Tigers as they take over with 3:19 remaining in this fourth quarter. So it'll be a short way to go for the Tigers to get to the line to gain. But if the Jets could stop them before that, that would be huge, as there's not much time on the clock. And even if they do end up forcing a punt, they'd be in great field position. But Tigers take a pass line to gain there, about halfway to the next one. Cadence makes the stop at about the 30. So a new set of downs here for the Tigers. So a quick little pass on a wide receiver screen there. But that one's dropped and it'll be a dead ball, and that one will get pushed back by quite a bit. Almost a 5-yard, maybe even more than a 5-yard loss on that play. So the Tigers from the shotgun now. They look to run it. And Scout getting tripped up as Leah was diving for that one, but she does get the flag, so it'll be a shorter gain than it would have been. At first, I thought they made it to almost 10 yards away from the next line of game, but then Aaliyah got out from that pile, and she actually had the flag, so they only made maybe 3 yards on that play. So with 1:40 left, it's going to be 3rd down. The Tigers, a very spread out formation here. And they fake the run. They pitch it out near the sideline. And she makes about 2 more yards before she gets her flag pulled. So they're looking to punt it now from about the 36-yard line.
So I know it was your senior year this year, so how does it feel to, like, does it feel weird not playing, like, football? Like,
It is a big change. You know, I was playing soccer, so I would have been a senior on JV for sure. I'm not very good. but
that's okay.
but I had to, I don't know, maybe shift more towards being an adult, I guess, and pick my job over that, so that was a little tough.
Yeah.
I mean, I was really connected with some of a lot of the people on the soccer team, like Ethan and Alex, and so it would have been fun playing with them, get one last ride, but I'm going to need some money for college for sure, so.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, it is cool though, being a senior who's just played the sports all his life and being on the other side of it now, getting to commentate and see it through a different lens, I guess.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people, like, the music. I feel like a lot of people don't really understand, like, I don't understand football that much, but also I'm a cheerleader, to be honest, so I don't really know what's going on, but also, like, just seeing it from a different, like, perspective, like, the student section and, like, how hyped they get and, like, during basketball or football. It's just, like, having Jet Pride in general is just such a great thing to see.
Yeah, it's a great thing. I think we made a great change this year, too, with our athletic director. I do really like Mr. Blake Allen, and I especially thank him for giving me the opportunity to be up here along with Mr. Rickman. So I think he's brought a lot more Jet Pride to this organization. There's been more show-outs with the spectators, a lot more hype, and especially during the basketball games. I mean,
definitely.
They used to be kind of dead before, but now it's like whole town shows up for them, so it's awesome.
Yeah, I feel like just even just like hyping up the student section sometimes during the girls game, because I feel like a lot of people don't like get up during the girls game, but I feel like this year, like, I've seen it a lot more, like getting more hype for the girls and not just the boys.
Yeah, and I would talk about that on the commentary a lot, like the difference in how many people show up for one game than the other. But it was definitely a way bigger turnout this year, and I mean, good for them. They've done a lot better than years past, so it was well deserved. But looks like that'll bring us to the end of the fourth quarter. Jets, that's their first loss, right?
Yes.
Taking their first loss. Unfortunately, not the game you probably want to be commentating on for the first time.
It's okay. I really enjoyed my time.
Well, you did a good job for the first time.
Thank you.
But for the folks at home, that's it. They won the Smith County game 39-6, and they lost against Gordonsville 20-0. So Gordonsville will remain undefeated. And what are they? 5-1 now?
I think so. Yeah, that sounds right.
The Jets are 5-1 now. So we'll catch you guys next time. You have a good night.